Narrowboat, Narrowboat, Narrowboat Will. Who's he? No idea.
I shall tell you who he is. He's one of those nasty little boatmen that lives on a boat. How disgusting.
There are two types of disposal here. Mark's using the L-sand toilet, which is a toilet you pump into a little box and you empty it into a sink in there, and I've got the tank under the bed type of toilet, and you have to suck all your stuff out in the mornings, so to speak.
My situation is at the time, I'll let you know.
Yeah, but we can pick you up from your boat.
All right.
And then drop you off wherever your van is.
Oh, brilliant.
And then.
That's perfect then.
Yeah, I thought.
We'll say Sunday then,
I thought
yeah.
that last night. I thought it'd be easier that way.
Oh, it's a beautiful morning. Wow. Oh, it's dead spring like. It's dead spring like. Wow. The sun's warm. It's not a lot of wind. Oh, beautiful. Loving it. At 8:30 in the morning. Got raining a bit, so get going while you can.
People have said to me, you keep filming the same spots all the time. Yeah, I know, because if you look at my older vlogs, I tried to leave this area last November, and the day I was set to leave, the River Nene went into flood, and it's been in flood until April, till this April, you know, which is now. So I've been basically trapped in this area. It's not a bad thing, but even I'm getting a bit bored of it now, and I want to get off onto waters new, so bear with. I heard there was a fire at a boating club on the River Ouse somewhere, so this must be it, where they must be getting a crane in to crane the burnt boats out. I think there's about 4 or 5 boats that burnt out. Must have been an accident of some sort, electrical or a heating appliance, that I think it was, that burnt out. So these chaps here are towing these boats. They've used flotation devices, and they're floating them down the river to get rid of the carcasses that's left, and there's not a lot left. Can you imagine? That's your pride and joy, and you're seeing it. I'd be crying my eyes out if that was my boat, you know.
Where the fire took place must have been frightening for the owners of these boats to know that where your boat's moored there's a big huge fire going. 3 or 4 boats caught on fire. Scary for the owners. It's okay saying that you're insured, but it's not. The insurance doesn't cover emotional damage or pride and joy that's just gone, you know what I mean? You can't replace that pride and joy, all the little bits and bobs that you've done to it over the years. You can't replace that. All the little knickknacks you've got in the drawer that you've had for years, all the little souvenirs you've collected, all the travels and memories that you've done on that boat, you know, you just can't replace that. Well, you're insured. It's not that simple. Yeah, but you get a new boat, it's not the same, is it? It's not my boat, it's a new boat. Well, my boat is so full of stuff that I need, you just can't buy it all again. You've collected it over the years, you know. So you've got the oil barrier down as well around the boats.
I stopped at a mooring here. This is the 10-mile bank mooring, and it's renowned for being really windy and wavy. I just couldn't get my boat off. What we did, me and Nick there, look, Nick and Polly, bless them, tried to push me off. I tried to push, both of us trying to push off, 2 strapping blokes. I couldn't get off. what we've done now is he's got the rope at the front, and I'm trying to get the full power on the back end to get the back end into the middle of the river so I can reverse out and get going. That's what you got to do sometimes to get off. Crazy. So windy this spot is. It's going, go on, yeah, give it some. Just get a little bit further out into the centre, because as soon as you come off that power, your boat goes straight back into the bank. It is amazing how quickly it went back in. So I'm powering off here, trying to get out from the bank, and he'll give me a thumbs up look to tell me to full reverse to get into the middle of the river so I can power away and get off the bank. So it takes also, I've never done it on my own. I've had to wait until the wind died down. Could be a day, 2 days, could be 3 days. You just don't know. Or wait for another boater to give you a hand like this. And yeah, it's a funny old thing, is it? You just can't plan anything, can you? That's what I mean by planning. You just cannot plan to the letter, because you don't know what's going to turn up. This wind just come out of nowhere, and it just pinned me to the bank. You see it in the water. Crazy. Well, thanks to Nick with that great idea. I never would have thought of that I managed to get away. He's obviously experienced this himself many times. They've been on their boat must be 15 years, I think. They're seasoned boaters. They've been everywhere. Seasoned boaters, and they know all the tricks of the trade when it comes to boating. Nice to meet you, Nick and Polly. Cheers. He's going, go on, give it some.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Again, alright? See you again. I've just spent the night down the Wissey, and I've noticed that these gobo moorings have cut all the... This used to be loads of trees here, and they've cut all the trees down. And by heck, it's turned cold. It was lovely yesterday, sunny, mild. Today, oh, cold. I didn't realise this. I only popped into the Wissey just to moor up for the night, out the wind. I didn't realise this river was so narrow. I forgot how narrow it was, so I've got to go down and turn around, which is rather annoying.
Just keep an eye on the river levels, and you'll see how much it changes. That's what I'm talking about.
Very dull time of year. I struggle this time of year, I really do. I just struggle with, not depression, but probably lack of vitamin D, I'd imagine, the lack of the sun. I'm not sure what it is. Definitely not a summer person. I'm definitely a brighter person when the sun's out. I wouldn't say I enjoy all the insects in summer. Oh, you're miserable, you are. I don't know where you can't win, can you? Miserable in winter, you're miserable in summer. I know. Terrible, aren't I? Oh! Just hoping I can find a spot wide enough so I can turn around. Turn around, ever now and then. I need to get. I ought to get funding from that song. Turn around. Every time I sing it, I get paid. Ooh, lovely, wouldn't it? Oh, you get bored, wouldn't you? To sing it all day. You know what I mean? Oh, this looks like a wide bit down here. Is it wide enough? Oh, it looks wider here. I don't think it's wide enough though. Ma'am! Morning! Morning! Go on, F off, hey! I thought the sheep's supposed to be neutral. Not you! F off, hey! Come on! So looking at me, look, thinking, oh, weirdo. Bloody boaters! Going off up here then, what's happening? Oh, it's having a dump. Oh dear. This river's more like a canal than it is a river, with its armco along the sides and stuff. Very canal-like. I think this might be wide enough here to turn around. I'm going to try and turn, I think. No, I don't think it is. I'm a bit nervous about getting stuck on the edges, you know. A bit further, I'll try and turn further down. Right, I think this bit seems wide enough, so I'm going to turn here. Yeah, it looks alright. There's a little cutaway as well, so fingers crossed. Let's give it a try. Try and get into that bit there. They get stuck. Come on, we're turning slowly. I don't think. God, it's a dodgy bit. I'm not quite sure. No. Let's get out of here. No. Too silty. We are snapping things. Oh dear. Let's get out. No. Woo, trying to film. Further down. Look, it's a beautiful time. You get that really new growth. It's really fresh and green. It's stunning. Turn here. Looks like a better spot, doesn't it? I'm trying to fight the current. The current's going that way. I'm trying to fight that. Should be all right. Plenty of room. Come on. It's not a quick process. Looks like that boat's being worked on now. That was buried at one time. We're turning slowly. Come on, baby. Work that rudder. Do it. Flow of the river. Pinned in now, look, no! Now I'm pinned against this. Shit! Oh, I've just got out of it. Damn! That was close. Bloody hell. I'm going to moor up here, try and turn here. Let it swing around, you know. I'm going to try and swing it using the flow of the river here. It's not very deep, so it's worrying. There's a bit on the bit shallow here. Let's give it a go. Just trying it this way now because I can't swing the front end around because the back end's too shallow. I'm just going to slowly try and get the back end around here, and then hopefully not wide enough for me to get off and turn around. I'll turn around, have a coffee, I think. It's very, very slow, but I'm going against the flow here, but I don't care. As long as I turn around, that's all that matters. I think I've made it. Yay! It's more up. There we are. And that's how you turn a boat within 3 hours. So easy, isn't it? So easy. That house there has got its own lake going in off the river. Got their own moorings. Wow. What a fabulous place. It's like an old mill, doesn't it, of some sort. Oh, heading back now. The Wissey to the Ouse. Oh, keep looking at me though. Oh, make me laugh. Hilarious. There's a sheep caught down here somewhere in the brambles. I'm hoping that it's got away. If not, I'm going to pull over and try and get it out. High revs, 1400. Look at the speed I'm doing. Absolutely flying because they're letting so much water out. Look how much it's dropped. They're just letting so much water out at Denver. It's incredible. Oh, the wind's picked up. Absolutely flying along. I was a bit worried about being grounded then, so I had to get off. Back up to Denver. I'm going to wait at the lock to get through to the middle levels. Crikey, look at it.
It's dropped about a foot in just a few hours, so they're letting a lot of water out up at Denver. I'm just getting a little bit nervous now because some of these sections of this river are shallow. I'm thinking to myself, it's getting lower and lower. I just hope I don't get grounded anywhere, you know.
I can't believe how low this water's gone. I'm here at Denver. I can't believe how low it's gone. The nervy thing is when the water goes up again, that this gets trapped under there. That's the nervous. I put the fenders a little bit higher all down the side. Put a tyre in the front just to try and stop that happening. This is where you scratch all your paint down here, so it hits there, and if you put your fender on it, all the sand and the crap scratches all your paint. Don't mind scratching that bit, so I've already scratched it anyway. But up here it's rather annoying to touch up. This is the dilemma you get with the grey ooze. They're letting so much water out now that it's fantastic. Billions of gallons of water just pouring out, you know. Wow, this is the problems you have. These tidal places. You know, keeping the water levels to a steady level. This is the lowest I've ever seen this. I'm literally stepping up about 2 feet from here onto the bank. So if you've got dogs or anything like that, if you've got problems, if you're struggling to get off your boat, now it'd be even worse. Because this one I left, this was level with that ground there. Wow, there's enough water left in the bottom for me to float. That's another worrying thing. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, I'm back here again. Wonderful Denver. I think tons and tons of water out, and then letting it fill up slowly from Cambridge and the other rivers. You know, so he's letting loads out now. It's just going to feel like a bathtub slowly. Well, the tides are exceptionally low at the moment, so I can't cross over to the middle levels because the tide's extremely low. So I'm just waiting here now to get to the middle levels because I'm waiting for the higher tide, which will be Monday. Leon's coming down Monday, one of my oldest. He's coming out for a few weeks, so that'd be nice. You must have some company, you know. You're on your own, you are. No, I was on my own. I like it. So it's also nice having people on board. So it's nice having company. It's nice to be on my own. I can handle any on my own or with people. It's wonderful either way. Oh, that's interesting. I know it's interesting, isn't it? A lot of people can't handle that. They can't be on their own. They're terrified to be on their own. Some people. I know some people like that. Oh, I can't stand being in nature. It's terrifying. I can't stand being on my own. That's terrifying. But I'd like any of it. Give me all of it in abundance. First time in it, in an electric car. Very, very quiet. But you get a lot of road noise, don't you?
Yeah.
It's for you to hear the road noise more. Wow. That is lovely. Oh, nippy, isn't it? We're going to where?
Just outside Norwich to a boat jumble.
A boat jumble just outside Norwich. That's where we're heading. Very, very smooth, these electric cars. Doing nearly 70 mile an hour. Really posh, aren't they? But you do get battery anxiety, you said, didn't you? Yeah, charging anxiety they call it now, don't they? Yeah. So we're here now in Norwich. It is Norwich, isn't it?
Yeah, just outside Norwich.
Just outside Norwich. We're entering into the. What's it called? Is there a name for it?
Eastern. Was it Eastern?
Eastern. What, Eastern Jumble?
Yeah.
Eastern Jumble. Right. Boat Jumble. There we are. Golf centre? Wait a minute. If I'd have known that, I'd brought my clubs with me. There's a pay and play golf course here. Wow. There we are. Boat Jumble. Ooh. Let's see, look. That's interesting. All boaty stuff here now.
I don't know about you boaty people, but I love these kind of things. It's like a boat car boot. Wonderful place. I love just walking around and never look at things, you know, all this unusual, strange, bizarre things, as well as listening to overhearing conversations. Really interesting conversations sometimes. Oh, that's a smart pair of wellies. Look at those. I've never been to a boat jumble. I've never heard of them. I'm glad I came now, 'cause it's fascinating. I got a few bargains as well, rippers.
I'm Alison.
Hello, Alison.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah. And Angel.
Ben.
And
And you watch Narrowboat? Well, give us a filthy thumbs.
She's got filthy thumbs.
You got filthy thumbs? Give us a filthy thumbs up. Give us a filthy thumbs up, you two. What's your names?
Ray and Sue.
Ray and Sue, look, watch me vlogs now and again.
Oh,
But they're rubbish, aren't they?
No, they're good.
Alright, thank you.
There's some really handy bits and bobs, all the little things that you just can't find, you know. Just rummage through that for half an hour, you'll find the bits you need. Probably never use them. There are some quality cleats there, look at all that. All kinds of power tools, oh, it's fabulous. Toilets, windows, everything you could eat at this place. Now, tailors, you didn't do prop, don't you? There's one. I ended up buying. I got a tin of top black white paint for my roof. £18. It's normally about 30 quid, I think, a litre, maybe more than that. Top black's so expensive. I also got what else did I get? Think. Rivet gun that I needed. And what else? Oh yeah, I got another fire blanket because my fire blanket, all the writing had come off, so I got another one for 3 or 4 quid. And I got an electric pump, fuel pump for my engine, because my beta engines are renowned for the mechanical pumps breaking down. So I got an electric one to as a backup for a tenner. So they're normally about 20-30 quid, I think, those pumps. Brilliant. I've been looking for a pump for ages as well, so I'm very pleased with that. Hope it works, rippers. I know that Mark got a little life jacket for his dog that he was looking for. for £1, I think. It was amazing. It's loads of bargains. And Mark and Liz, they brought a beautiful picnic with them, which was a nice surprise, and we had a nice little lunch afterwards in the park all together. So that was brilliant. A great day out. Maybe enjoyed that this little walk around and what have you. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe and like and all that kind of stuff. Really helps the channel. If you give me a thumbs up, I'm only getting a fraction of thumbs ups on my vlogs. Just give me a thumbs up, costs you nothing. Subscribe, doesn't cost anything. Just do that for me, that'd be great.